Ready? All right. Getting our truck using 3 points of contact. I'm going to perform an in-cab inspection with a brake test. We'll start with a seatbelt. My seatbelt is properly mounted and secured at 3 points of contact. It latches and unlatches properly. There's no cuts, tears, or frays in my belt. We're going to my fire extinguisher. My fire extinguisher back here is properly mounted and secured and is fully charged. Go over to my safety equipment. I have 3 reflective triangles, 3 liquid burning flares, or 6 fusees, and a spare fuse for everything in the truck. All right. Now I'm going to go to my windows and mirrors. My driver, passenger, and fender mirrors are all properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. They're clean of foreign debris and illegal stickers, and they're adjusted to me as a driver. My driver, passenger, window, windshield, and my rear glass is all properly mounted and secured. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's clean and clear of foreign debris and illegal stickers, and the weather shield's in good condition. All right, now I'm gonna turn our truck to auxiliary. All of my dash indicators, including my ABS light and my def indicator, came on and went off. They're functioning properly. All right, now at this time, I'm gonna perform a safe start. Make sure my truck is in neutral, clutch to the floor. Crank it up. Slowly let off the clutch, making sure it's still in neutral. I'm gonna be listening for my air pressure governor to cut out between 120 and 140 PSI, at which that point you'll hear it sneeze. It'll blow off. All right, go ahead and start with my city horn, highway horn. It's functioning properly. All right, now we're gonna go to my windshield wipers. My windshield wiper arms and blades are properly mounted and secured. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. They're not frayed or dry rotted. They're flush to my windshield, and I have a sufficient amount of fluid. All right, now I'm going to turn on my parking lights. So my running lights are on. Now my headlights are on. We're going to test my high beam indicator, my left turn signal, right turn signal, 4-way flashers. All of those are operating correctly. Check my defroster, put it on my glass, check up near the windshield, put it forward facing and feet. That's good. Looking at my oil pressure gauge, it is rising to the correct pressure. It is functioning properly. My air pressure governor just cut out between 120 and 140 PSI. Check out my water temp gauge. It is rising to the proper level. It is functioning properly. My tach is functioning properly. My speedometer, will test that on my 5 mile/hour service brake test. My fuel gauge is reading quarter tank. It's functioning properly. If I had a depth gauge, it should read at least minimum tank, 8th tank. All right, then primary and secondary air gauges, they have both reached the governor cutout. We did hear it sneeze, so it has reached the correct pressure cutoff and is functioning properly. We're gonna cycle through to our volts. It's reading 14 volts, so my alternator is charging my batteries properly. All right. Now that I have reached the governor cutout between 120 and 140 PSI, I am going to push my clutch in, put my truck into gear. I'm going to turn my ignition off, leave my hand on a key, back to auxiliary. All right, I'm going to push both of my brake valves in, let my valve stabilize. Examiner, would you please prepare a 60-second timer? What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to begin, this is the start of my air brake test. We're going to start with the applied pressure test. I'm going to apply my foot to this brake pedal. Once my air gauges have stabilized, we're going to start a 60-second timer. And I'm going to be making sure I do not lose more than 4 PSI in 60 seconds. My valves have stabilized. Now I'm going to apply pressure to my brake pedal. My needle jumped. It has stabilized on my air gauges. Please start a 60-second timer. Let's say the 60-second timer is up. I did not lose more than 4 PSI in 60 seconds. It is important that you say these number ranges before and after every time. All right. Now I'm going to continue fanning my brakes to where my low pressure warning alarm and indicator should come on before 55 PSI. My low pressure warning alarm and indicator did come on before 55 PSI. I'm going to continue fanning my brakes to where my valves should pop out between 20 and 45 PSI. One of them popped out. Do not touch them. Keep pumping until the other one pops. Both of my valves have popped out between 20 and 45 PSI. Now I'm going to press my clutch down, put my gear shifter in neutral, perform another safe start. I'm listening once again for my air pressure governor to cut out between 120 and 140 PSI. I am going to use this time to look around the vehicle on my end cab and make sure I did not forget anything. I can safely idle my engine up between 10 and 1500 RPM to help build my pressure up quicker. Anytime you start the vehicle up and you're built up towards that pressure, mention you're listening for it, mention the pressure. After it cuts out, do it again. We are through the automatic fail portion of the brake test. Once you get past that valve pop out, you perform a safe start, the automatic failure is out of the way, as long as you do not mess it up. Look at your primary and secondary air gauges. There is a P on one and an S on one with two arrows with a dot. That tells you that you're getting close to the cutout. Once that one meets it, look at the second one. When it gets close, it's going to pop off. Here it goes. It's getting ready to happen. My air pressure governor just cut out between 120 and 140 PSI. At this time, we are going to perform a tug test. I'm going to push my clutch to the floor, put my tractor in gear. I'm going to release my tractor brake, and I'm going to tug against my trailer brakes until I feel a little bit of resistance. All right, just tugged against my trailer. It held. Release, or engage my tractor brake. Release my trailer brake, tug against my tractor. Once again, do it until you feel resistance. Both brakes held. Now, I'm going to have to back up, but I do not have room because of this rope right here. Okay, so I'm going to perform a 5 mile per hour surface brake test. I'm going to roll forward until I reach 5 miles per hour, and I'm going to loosely hold the steering wheel firmly apply the brakes and make sure my truck does not pull to the left or to the right, which would indicate that my brakes are unevenly worn or that they are out of adjustment. Put it in third gear. Don't roll back. My steering wheel did not pull to the left or the right. This is what you do. You wait for him to say something. Wait for him to prompt you. Don't end your test. If you do anything right now to acknowledge completion and you did it wrong, it's fail. So, play it safe. Good luck on your in-cab.